All right, so we're going to do 3 assignments here on composite functions. All right, the word composite means multiple parts, right? We're going to have multiple parts of or multiple functions within one larger function. All right, so the first thing we're going to do here is evaluate these. All right, what you notice here is this kind of weird looking symbol, right? That symbol in the middle, that little circle, means composed of. So G composed of F. That's how we would say that. Another way you're going to see that written is like this. G of F of then the number. So in this case, -9. What this means is we're going to take -9 and we're going to plug it in for F. So -9, plug it in wherever the variable is in F. We're going to get a result. All right, so 3 times -9 minus 8, -27 minus 8, that's -35. Then we take that result and plug it into G. All right, sorry, that's a little messy there. We're going to take that result and plug it into the other function. All right, so 14 minus -35, and then minus 10. So that would be the square root of 49. Right, we got to turn that into plus right there. 7 minus 10, and we get our answer, -3. Okay, so that's how we evaluate composite functions. We plug in to the nearest function, then we take that result and plug it into the next one. All right, now for the next assignment, all right, how do we evaluate these from a graph? Real simple, super simple stuff. All right, so we're going to start with -8. -8 is the x. So let's go over here to -8. There's -8 right there. Then let's find where is function h when we're at -8. So h is the blue graph, right? Right here, there's h. And where is h when x is -8? So let's go down. There it is. Right, it's at -3. So then we're going to go to figure out what is g, the next function, of -3. So we plugged in -8. We got an answer of -3. Now we go to -3 and we find the other function. And there it is, right there at 5. So our answer is 5. Right? We start with this. We find h. We use that answer right there, and we find the next graph, and we get that y coordinate for our answer. Okay, last thing, find composite functions. So now we're not going to come up with an answer that's a number. We're going to come up with an answer that is a new equation altogether. All right, so this says start with g of x, right there. Plug the whole thing into h, which is basically what we've been doing, but we had gotten number answers before, so now we're going to have a whole new equation. We're going to take 9 plus 4x, and we're going to substitute that in wherever there is an x in the other equation, right? So here's my two equations. I'm going to take out the x, and I'm going to substitute 9 plus 4x in there. Now, if you can simplify this, go ahead and do it, but Khan will allow you to just type it in just the way I did. So let me prove it to you. There you go. Let's do one more of these. Let's skip this one. Let's try this one. So now we're going to start with h. We're going to plug it into f. That's a cubed root. That's that little 3 right there. That's a cubed root. We're going to plug that in up here. So my new equation, wherever there was an x, I'm going to have to plug in this whole mess right in there. Right? Otherwise, this is exactly what f looks like right now, right? This is exactly what f looks like. Now, instead of an x in there, I'm going to write the whole thing. Cube root 12 minus 5x, the whole thing. Just like that. And that's all you'll be asked to do here on Con, okay? And you would type that whole thing in. If you wanted to be super awesome, you would notice that if you cube a cube root, it would go away. So you could write your answer just like that, right? We cube a cube root, it disappears. And if you really wanted to be awesome, you could even simplify if you wanted to, but you really don't have to. All right, so you could then combine like terms and so on. But that's pretty much it. Either one of these answers is acceptable, and so is the ultimate result if you kept trying to simplify it. You got that. You can also put that in as your answer. But again, Con accepts this. All right, that's all.